What is up? It's Halloween weekend. And we are so thankful that you all wanted to spend some quality time with us here on the goddamn program. I got my super co-pilot, Human the Hoof Beast, and all his black metal-y goodness. Personally, I went to work today like this, and I'm still wearing it. It's always
I'm going to do this
a pleasure.
I think I'll do this on a Halloween.
Fuck yeah. Oh, we got a great edition of Halloween, actually All Hallows Eve version of Tracks from the Dan this Monday night. And we are going to proceed here with the goddamn list for this Halloween weekend here in just a moment. Real quick, going to take that quick commercial break to our brothers over at Poison Valley Clothing, if my computer will allow me. Allahu Akbar! Oh, I was just jamming out. Sorry. Definitely check out all of the custom horror designs over at Poison Valley Clothing on Facebook. Check them out. Send them ideas. They'll make it fantastic fucking shirts. All right. So we are going to get started with tonight's goddamn list. And it's definitely Halloween weekend, whatever the fuck you want to call it, kind of style. So I thought we would start off with a really easy one that I just thought was so terrifying, so horrifying, that literally when you see this, you will hide. These by far are the scariest fucking pumpkins I have ever had the displeasure of seeing, because it reminds us of that all too familiar feeling of fuck. So if anybody out there in Black Flame Land has seen any of these symbols recently, I am feeling your financial woes. I know personally when, it's like whenever I see that pop up, any of them, I don't give a fuck. That was all 4 or 5 of them. If I see one, I'm like beating the fuck out of the steering wheel. I am punching the fucking dash like this. Feel free to tell us your experiences with the dreaded something the fuck is wrong with my car. How does it make you feel, brother?
One time I was driving home from Boston down to Georgia when I lived in Georgia. I was about an hour away from Georgia on the freeway, tired, long trip, and I got that fucking timing belt went out. I don't remember. I think all the lights were on. Maybe not the oil light, but all the other lights were on. It is a terrible feeling. And we were in bumper to bumper traffic.
No.
Even worse. And it was Georgia in July.
even worse. Kyler,
Awful.
welcome as always, brother. He says the horror.
Yes,
I mean, it absolutely is. It is mortifying because I realize that my wallet, as small as it already is going to become non-existent after that. So, I'm sorry for anybody out there in Black Flame Land. If you are experiencing those 5 pumpkins, any of them for that matter, run. Seriously.
It's a really good point to think about, though. There's all kinds of things that create fear. They don't have to look like us or like the Exorcist movie. All kinds of things are scary, and that is fucking scary. How about a zero balance on your bank account? That's pretty damn scary.
Ooh. And they always trump those charges up too.
Oh yeah. And those jack-o'-lanterns all lead to fear, every one of those. And a pain in the ass as well.
All night. Yes, because suddenly we have to
thrust
go
up your ass.
That's right. We have to go to the proctologist in order to have it removed.
Yep. Because you're getting fucking screwed when one of those lights goes on. Somebody's going to make some fucking bank on you.
Oh, in the worst way. You thought the fucking hell priest of Hellraiser was bad. Just take your car to the fucking auto mechanic. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to another one. Now, personally, I found this very, very amusing and definitely a freaky, scary band, from the 80s. And the fact that this even fucking made headlines just makes it that much sweeter. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with Blabbermouth and, of course, Megadeth. Well, the former bassist of Megadeth, who was there from the very beginning, says, I'm not in Megadeth anymore, so I can finally wear my Metallica t-shirts again.
Was Dave Mustaine such a narcissist that he wouldn't allow that?
I mean, apparently that is the case.
Well, I can guarantee you I'm not wearing any concert shirt from a recent Metallica show. Hell no.
Oh, no, definitely not. But I'm just
the only way I would, if they did a show where they played Ride the Lightning for the first half and Master of Puppets for the second half, I'd wear that fucking shirt. I'd wear, if they played 2 of the albums or half of the albums or the first 4, I would wear that fucking shirt, but not the recent shit. Fuck that.
Dude, do you really think that Lars could even play either 2 of those albums? I mean, that's scary enough just thinking about it. But I don't know. I personally have never been in a band where, whoever the quote unquote frontman was, didn't make the band shamed to wear any t-shirt that they wanted to, even if it was like, I don't know, Miley fucking Cyrus. Yeah. It's like, wear what you want to wear. And like you said, Dave must be just, or was, or still is, who knows, such a narcissist that his bandmates were never allowed to support Metallica, especially wearing a t-shirt. A t-shirt, people. Come on. Now,
I saw something Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, first of all, why the fuck would David Ellefson even want to wear a Metallica t-shirt? I'm just saying. Could pick something much better.
Yeah. I saw something on Metal Injection this week, and it's something where Dave Ellefson several years ago was in some super band, and he doesn't fucking belong in that super band because he fucking sucks at bass.
Yes, he does. Yes.
I mean, he's fucking boring. I mean, the little bass line for Hangar 18, that's a cool little bass line, but if that's all that I can remember that you've done in all of these years, no. I'm never going to buy that Jackson S-shaped fucking bass either, the silver one that he plays all the time. Fucking boring. Right. Fuck no.
I think to myself, first of all, why is this? Just goes to show you, blabbermouth.net. You have nothing to report if that is your big news, that David Ellefson, formerly of Megadeth, now feels liberated because he can finally wear his Metallica shirt. Are you fucking kidding me?
Who gives a fuck, really?
I'm telling you,
I care about is I'm just curious if Dave is that much of a narcissist that he wouldn't let them wear what the hell they wanted to wear.
Well, shit. I mean, if he went on like any of his big benders and, you just happened to pull that little, Metallica t-shirt out and tried to wear it, he'd suddenly spank your little bottom. I would not be surprised. Now, this one I think is just utterly fucking hilarious. And we don't have to necessarily do a show of hands unless you want to. How many of you are familiar with a company called Temu?
Let's see. I have heard of this before.
It is the place that you can go buy just about any goddamn thing you want, whether it's like music inspired or it's products, just tons and tons of products, toys, t-shirts, all kinds of shit for like $2 or $3. Everything is like totally, it's like the answer to companies Amazon or Shein. It's like they're all the same. They're all the fucking same.
Yeah, I get ads for this all the time on like Instagram or YouTube or something like that. It's all the time. That's where I've seen that.
Yeah. So naturally, it's Halloween season. So what shows up in our feeds is constant advertisement marketing by that company, showing you what the latest to buy for Halloween is. And I totally learned something new that once you see it, you can't unsee it. So in true Halloween fashion, I give you their latest product. If I can get my pointer down there. Here we go. And
so
apparently this Halloween, all you females out there need to be wearing a hat that says, "Yes, Daddy?" ? Now, first of all, I get it. There's a segment of the as you can see at the bottom, there's like a dog, something for a dog to wear. And then like looks like a Ouija board floor rug, which is cool. I get that. That kind of goes with Halloween, but not something, alternative in the bedroom style kind of idea. That was the biggest part of the ad that popped up. It says, elevate your shopping experience with Temu. And it's this girl in what probably is, some kind of like romantic wear. And she's wearing this hat. And I'm like, you guys sell naughty things, don't you? So it's like, holy shit, you can go to the bargain basement fucking website to shop and get your, naughty toys right along with it. Because I did some exploring and don't buy any sex toys from this company because I'm telling you now, it's scary.
Well, now I'm intrigued. I want to go to Temu right now.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna get on there tonight and buy me some shit. I mean, first of all, most of the stuff this company sells is trash. You know, it's like very cheaply made. So it's like, yeah, you could be trying to get yourself off and oops, it broke inside you. I couldn't imagine anything more terrifying than that.
So have we mentioned that this is an 18 plus show tonight?
It always is, man. This is the podcast where anything goes. Oh, apparently yeah. I did take it there because I thought that shit was hilarious. You know, and I bet you there's some poor fool out there was thinking, does the girl come with the mask?
It's a really intriguing photo because I want to see the rest of that photo. Don't tease me with that fucking hat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a model inspiration to get that for your honey. But you know, I'm sure there's probably somebody out there that's like, oh, well, you know, if I pay you enough, will you send the girl? That would crack me to fuck up. Paul Nada says, heard of it. It's like Wish. What you see is what you don't get. And I think with this mask, it's like this. Watch it not even fit your fucking head. You know, you pay $3 or $4 for this fucking mask. You try to put it on and you like get maybe a smidge of the words and then it just falls apart. So what could be a night of fun turns into a night of shit.
For my big fat head.
Babylon Sun for the win. LOL, touch the Timu. Well played, sir.
Oh, Babylon.
Wait a minute. And Kyler has seemed to remind us that, I don't know, Danzig Nipple is still pretty scary.
Wow, our masochist has returned. I think you must punish.
I don't know. Should I?
I like the one with the song that points to the nipple better.
Oh, you want to go the full Monty? Well, I mean,
I like to hear your singing.
Oh my God, you're kidding, right?
It's awesome. Now, it really improved it.
Unfortunately, I don't have it loaded up under this yet, but I will just because you want to hear it. Apparently, Kyler does too, and I've blinded him. And let's see.
now, really, what was going through Danzig's mind when he allowed that photograph to go on the album cover?
It's like, did a bunch of people just basically give him like the biggest dick writing comments like, dude, you're looking so buff. You're looking 25, 30 years younger. Go for it. And if I remember correctly, if my memory serves me, Danzig actually said in an interview that he said, this is probably the last time I'm going to look this good. He's like, I wanted to go as old school as possible and just didn't give a fuck. I'm like, well, you should have gave a fuck about that nipple. Right. Oh no. Hold on. Babylon Sun says Danzig pasty nips are available on Temu in strawberry, cherry, and coconut flavor.
Boy, Babylon is on tonight.
Woo! Are you getting frisky? Are you? What a way for Danzig to bring us all together, you know?
Oh yeah. Hey, that was kind of impromptu. It totally fits in with the show with the goddamn list.
It really does. All right. So we're going to go ahead and continue on just a little bit here. And there it is. Awesome. So this next one, some random person posted it on Facebook, right? And sometimes, you know, people think they're thought-provoking thoughts or they're looking for, you know, people to give their opinions on things. And when I saw this, we're going to pose this question to everybody watching right now out in Black Flame Land as well. But of course, we'll start with myself and Hoofbeast. But this stopped me literally dead in my tracks. If I can get back to it. Hold on. My stupid, archaic gaming laptop is being a bitch tonight. There we go. You wake up to this, and your first words are, so naturally they're goading you. Goat. They're goading you into what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you could possibly put yourself in that headspace to imagine waking up to this. So, Hoofbeast, what are your first words?
Not again.
I love it. My first words are not today.
No, the first word was just
yeah, seriously. But apparently Babylon Sun is still on one and says spit or lube. Woo,
man, I will have whatever you're taking tonight. This is awesome.
I mean, you wake up in some sort of like operating table, and you're just looking up, and there's these, alien folks just looking down at you like, I mean, that would be enough to scare the shit out of anybody. I mean, what are you going to do? Say, I knew you were real. I mean, you know what I mean? We all know it, but still. Oh, this is good. Kyler says, my first thought is, who did I piss off this time?
Yeah. It's either that or, do they want my seed? Do they want me to spread my seed with a beautiful alien lady?
I mean, I don't know. The last thing I would want to imagine is trying to, make the hoopadoo with something that looks like that. That just doesn't sound like, I mean, there's not enough bourbon in the world that for me to drink to say, oh, here comes Big Daddy. At least not to one of those things. Sorry. Not happening. But
we need to get always, Mischief in. Mischief needs to be in here for a couple of these.
Oh. But yeah, we here at the goddamn program pose that question to y'all to see if what your initial thoughts would be if you woke up to that. Welcome, Liz. Come on, take a chance. I mean, I would just be mortified at that. But, some people might find it to be a thrilling ride. Or, do you have any drugs? There's another one. Oops. Almost forgot to turn that off. Hold on. There we go.
Maybe my first thought would be, don't fuck up my tattoos and stay away from the bunghole.
I done spent too much on them, you assholes. Oh, wait a minute. There's also the ever so famous, please, just the tip. All right. So we're going to move on.
These have been good.
Oh, man. These were just too funny for me not to fuck with. So this one's actually not funny. It's a little bit more of a serious question. And I think it's pretty cool, especially in Halloween fashion. If you could bring back any musician back from the grave, who would it be?
Oh, man. So I have two thoughts right away for me. The first thought I have to be, I think it's kind of cool. Just share what was my first thought was Ronnie James Dio.
Fuck yes.
And my second thought was somebody we spoke about a lot this week when you were with Gene Hoglan and the two of us before, Chuck Schuldiner. I want him back now. I wish I could meet him and talk to him and ask him what he thinks of all the metal today. And because it really has changed, and he was a humongous part of that. He has such a legacy.
Absolutely. And my opinion also is, there was so much for him to accomplish prior to that unfortunate thing that who knows what he could be making today and just totally blow a lot of this brutal stuff out the water. You know what I mean? And just what other musical doors would he be, knocking down? I have to say that as well. On Ronnie James Dio, definitely was one of my first choices because that man is awesome, and shit, he still had a lot more in him, especially for a guy that could go do albums and tour while being sick. So my second choice, probably I would almost say my most important choice, would be Lemmy of Motorhead.
Dimebag would be another one too.
Fuck yeah, Dimebag Darrell, Mos Def.
Euronymous from Mayhem.
From Guar, right?
No, from Mayhem.
Oh shit! I was thinking Odorous. My bad.
And
he's another one.
I would love. Did Varg kill Dead or Euronymous?
I think it was Euronymous.
Yeah, I think it was too.
If my memory serves me.
Because I want somebody to confront and pay that fuck back.
Yep. Somebody definitely thirded resurrecting Lemmy. Absolutely. This is cool too. Which actually I concur with Kyler. Joey Jordison, the original drummer
he was
of
really
Slipknot.
good.
What a talented dude. What a talented dude, man.
Paul Gray makes me yawn as a bassist, but Joey was Jordison was fucking amazing. He really good drummer. Euronymous, yeah. Yeah,
Paul was like, that's who dude took out. So yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for a lot of people. Some people probably say John fucking Lennon.
Yeah, I think I would definitely, now that I've thought about it.
That's all he gets is a laugh from Hoof Beast.
It's Chuck Schuldiner is who I would want. That's, now that I've thought about it a little bit. I think
that's a great choice. Because, like I said, that dude's work was far from being done, especially in metal. Yeah. So, so many great metal drummers, musicians, period, that could come back. Shoot. The drummer from Death.
Cliff Burton also. The bassist for Metallica.
That's right. I'm telling you right now, Cliffy would.
Oh shit! Maybe that's who we would want. Maybe we would want Cliff Burton because then we would have heard bass in "And Justice for All," and then there wouldn't have been all of these shit sellout fucking bullshit albums by Metallica afterward. Cliff Burton would maybe be it.
Honestly, I think when James and Lars got together, because they were the masterminds, I still think they would have went forth with Pussin' Out, Selling Out. Cliff would have been like, see you later, I'm out, and start something.
That's probably what would happen. That's probably what would have happened. But
and we probably would have had the makings of a super band.
But Cliff wrote most of those songs, or he had a heavy hand when they were writing.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget about Neil Peart.
Yeah.
Dio, definitely. Burton, Mos Def, man. These were more than just musicians. They were ultra creative, super humans. They were just great human beings, and they were passionate about what they did. you know, and every life they ever touched, man. I always read and see the stories from all the people we've mentioned. So, you know, this Halloween, which this is the time we honor all of those who have fallen. Remember some of these guys. Invite them into your home. You know, King Diamond told us how. So that's awesome. Here's another horrific. Oh my goodness. We're always talking about these little tests. Remember, last time we were on the show, talked about one of them tests. Facebook is always throwing tests at you, or they're throwing some kind of like startup, like marketing somebody who's trying to get people to buy XYZ product. And so there is just horrific, man. And I mean, you'll see in a moment that they are trying to get you to subscribe to their page or product. And it's supposed to be the secret to getting the hot girl. This motherfucking video starts off by saying being nice just isn't attractive. In other words, women are turned off by men who are nice to them. So they got this obligatorily, I don't know, I guess what most people would consider a beautiful woman. Ugh, no thanks. I don't want Plasty McGee. But anyway, you know, to try to sell this idea that, you know, I don't know if they were trying to reach out to nerdy guys or guys that are loners or this or that, that, you know, you don't need, in my opinion, to pay for any service to teach you how to find the right woman for you or mate, whatever, by doing that. Now, is that chick speaking for all women, or, you know what I mean? She's like, oh, if you keep, you know, listening and following this, you know, whatever she was advertising, that you'll finally get the secret of how to, you know, get the right romantic partner in your life. And I'm just like, you just said that women hate guys that are nice. Really? Because that's not how I know it to be from personal experience. So I was just like, okay, then is she going to tell us that, tell her, oh, come on, bitch, you're my bitch now. That's attractive. That's how you court someone.
See, so
what are your thoughts?
What type of women don't like nice guys? Probably women with daddy issues. Some sort of trauma. Some sort of trauma in their lives. They had a shitty daddy, something like that. I mean, really, like I worked at schools, and you did as well, in special education, and kids the ones who had the issues, they had daddy issues a lot of times. There might have been some abuse, and those are the ones that didn't like the nice guys.
Yep, always went for the bad boys, treated them like dirt. And, you know, because, oh, but they're so hot and they get me. Well, one of our female audience members here, I must be ugly then because I don't want to date assholes. And you shouldn't, you know, and then they don't even add in there like the slick guys, you know, the ones that basically tell you everything you want to hear. And then, you know, you find out a year into it that they're just fucking scum, you know. And I'm like, you're trying to sell men this product, the secret to getting the hot girl. I don't know. That just seems far-fetched to me. But then again, there's probably that little segment of the population.
There is.
Like,
there is. But that's the red flag segment that you want to run away from.
That's goddamn right. I'd be like, this bitch crazy. I ain't listening to you, and you're gonna take my money? Shit, no. Which is
All
funny
right,
because as you continue to watch the video, she then says, well, we do really still appreciate getting gifts and, being wined and dined. And I'm sitting here going, man, who the fuck are you fooling? And I want to meet the guy that thinks that he's like, yeah, that's how to do it. That's how you do it. I'm like, come on.
it would make me think that this came from Miami.
You're probably right.
That is the freaking Miami mentality.
Right along with, the big fake ass lips, it's like, bitch. They're the ones that use nice guys and keep the bad guys as their like actual, it's like, come on, man. Oh shit. Kyler actually just reminded us of another one, David Bowie.
Yeah. He lost a lot of his legacy to me when he went to pop music and stayed with pop music. But man, he was a pioneer in the 70s. So freaking artistic and
honestly,
avant-garde.
Yeah. I think that was his best era.
Yeah.
All of the Ziggy Stardust stuff. Sure, it was the 70s. Everything was really fucking trippy and shit like that. But his creativity, his backup band, phenomenal.
And he influenced the Bauhaus, which heavily influenced goth girls and goth later on.
Completely, yes. Turned them on to all things spooky. Absolutely. Babylon Sun, you just fucking rock tonight. He called her a cookie cutter skank. I love it.
Babylon. Shit, I want some of that bourbon.
And then Kyler says it's a Jersey thing.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, fucking Kardashian. That's who I thought of when I saw that picture.
Right. Definitely the fucking like a heartless city. I can say that from experience. Nobody has a heart in Jersey. Nobody. All right, man, that was a good one. Everybody really took to that one. I'll keep the hits coming. Here we go. Oh, this is great. So most of you by now probably know that the Osbournes are back in the form of a podcast show on YouTube. And of course, as you can already imagine, well, just having Sharon in the podcast, you're getting the bitch that everyone remembers. But here's the sad part. So I'm going to throw this up here. Here's Ozzy during such podcast. Now, poor Ozzy, who has been through the mill with health problems. He is our beloved Prince of Darkness, always has been, always will be. And she gets him to talk about how he pisses himself on stage, and his only reaction, which I'm sure is due to however much medication this poor guy's on, he just says, well, I was wet anyway, so what the fuck? And that's not even the whole gambit of what they get Ozzy talking about. Now, and I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Osbournes. Thank you, Short Final. All right. Says the makeup's looking great. And thank you for joining us here on the goddamn program. This poor guy, his mind, if you were to like open up Ozzy's poor brain at 75 years old, it's got to look like fucking jelly, man. Like almost, I don't know, nuclear at this point. And he's like, his son, Jack, everybody knows Jack, right? Totally fucking brings up, well, Dad snorted ants. So the mystery has been solved. So when Motley Pooh came out with their stupid ass movie, their big old expose about the hard rock and, hard knock life, being rock stars and being, drunks and drug addicts and all that stuff. The biggest part, like anytime they would advertise their little documentary or whatever, it's always the guy that was playing Ozzy in the film, reaching down, getting down on the ground outside a swimming pool and just starts snorting ants because they were out of cocaine. So, and Sharon goes, why do they always have to use Dad as a way to market their little documentary?
That's exactly what she wants. Nobody wants to hear what she has to say compared to him.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. And Jack just goes, well, he did snort ants. And Ozzy finally dropped the bomb. Now, I don't know if they told him to say this, because Jake E. Lee said he was there. That was the guitarist at the time for Ozzy. Jake E. Lee was there and said, I watched them that whole time and Ozzy never snorted any ants. So is Ozzy just kind of like so out of it that he just heard it so many times that he thinks that I must have? Or, did they tell him to say, oh, yeah? Because he did. He actually literally said, I snorted one ant. No,
I think
actually, he says it wasn't an ant, it was a spider. Could you imagine?
I believe he's had thousands of evenings like this to where he was in such a shit mental state due to substance that he just has threaded all of these together over the years, and he can't remember real well.
Yeah, I don't think he can either. But he remembers a lot of other stuff that you would think that he doesn't. Like he remembers this gig, that gig, back in the 70s. I don't know. Maybe those memories are just more prevalent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like all the crazy hazy stuff, I don't see how he could honestly remember what the fuck he did. Mm-hmm. And then when you only have other people telling you, oh yeah, I was there, I saw you do it, they probably go, oh, well, I was snorting up half of California. Mm-hmm. But seriously, and I agree with Kyler. Kyler says people need to leave Ozzy alone. And I agree. I mean, he's back in the spotlight, which is where he hasn't been, except for, these headlines. You see them all the time. Oh, Ozzy's about to die. The ride is over. And then, all the heartbreaking news. I can't tour and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, just leave the poor guy alone. Let him enjoy his grandkids. What little bit of brain cells the man's got left.
Are his kids that fucked up that he's, trying to make more money and provide so that those grandkids have money down the road? I wonder.
He is already worth $100 to $200 million. That whole family is set forever.
Right.
I mean, of course, it depends on how the world changes. And if you're one day buying a Diet Coke or, your favorite bourbon, and, you paid $5 for it, and 30, 40 years from now, you're paying 25. You just never know. All right. That was a good one. Well, let's move on. Now, this one this is the cat's pajamas, man. I love this one. If I can find it. Hold on. Oh, where did you go? This haunted house in Tennessee that will pay $20,000 to anyone who beats it. So what they're talking about is they will pay visitors a sum of $20,000 if they manage to complete a tour of the house and stay inside for a full 8 hours. Anyone who's lasted inside that house, the longest anyone has ever lasted inside the house was for 6 hours. Says the reason behind having such a high sum of reward is that completing the challenge is an extremely difficult task. Is this just flat out bullshit or what? Now, I know places are haunted. We all know this. But is that place that fucking bad that you can't last a full average workday in there? 8 hours.
Do you have to go in by yourself?
Didn't say.
I guess you'd have to split it with somebody. Shit, Reaper, do you want to make 10 grand?
I mean, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? I'll go in there, fucking laugh. I'll take a flask with me. It'll be great. I'll even wear my makeup.
I will eat a gummy and a half of the gummy that I ate a few days ago. Because I'll be pretty much
you'll
like
be asleep. What are you talking about?
I'll be like a fucking zombie. I don't think anything could affect me and scare the shit out of me. Oh no, the paranoia might kick in.
It's a cheap. It's a Cheeto. I see a Cheeto on the wall.
Oh, Doritos.
You're right. I mean, seriously though, do you think that this is a scam? Do you think that they have the house rigged with a bunch of jump scares, maybe some actors or some kind of, crazy bullshit? Or do you think this is literally legit?
I want to know more. If we do this, do we have to move the whole time, or can we just sit the fuck down somewhere and let them bring the ghost to us?
I mean, for 20 grand, they can fucking slap some water wings on me and make me say dad dad and shit. Are you kidding me?
I want to see that.
Kyler says, can I bring my Switch and PlayStation? I mean, I don't know. It says legit, you have to be able to go through this tour. So obviously it's a very big place. I mean, it looks ginormous. And I've been to Tennessee and I'm curious as to where this is. Is it out in the middle of nowhere? I don't know, because you just don't see big mansions like that. But obviously this one's been around for a long time. I'd have to go back to the article to read more on it. But
I wonder if you have to pay to get in.
I don't know. The article literally states, we'll pay anyone $20,000 that can make it through this tour in 8 hours. So Babylon Sun says, bring the cash. I was raised in a poltergeist infested home.
All right.
All right. Looks like we're going to take Babylon Sun for a ride. Shit. Our piece of the pie is getting smaller there, Hoof Beast.
Yeah. Well, that would still be a lot of fun. The three of us in there.
Easiest money we ever made.
We'd fucking scare whatever was in there.
Oh shit. Liz says, I'd do that shit. Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? It's 20 grand. Oh my God, it's Babylon Sun. This is great. The power of the Dorito compels you.
Oh yes.
That's what Hoof Beast is going to be singing through those halls.
Hell yeah.
Kyler says, this is some Scooby-Doo shit. Paul. Wait a minute. Here we go. Actually, here's a legit question. So Liz says, the important question is it Evil Dead grade haunted? So if there's deadites jumping out at you, which who knows, maybe, like I said, this could be an actor hoax kind of thing. I mean, how many of us every fucking year go to haunted houses? Like legit ones where they have actors, that get up in makeup and try to scare people as they come through. I mean, we've all been doing it since we were kids for the most part. So shouldn't this be a walk in the park?
You probably
especially
get
for
up
somebody
there.
who probably doesn't believe in such things.
You'd probably get up there and they would say something like, it's $2,000 to do the tour.
Oh shit. Fuck that. If they're asking us to fucking pay a door cover, fuck off. This ain't no metal show. And if it was, it should be only $20, goddammit. So, you know what? I mean, excellent ideas coming from the Black Flame universe. I love y'all, man. This shit's awesome. Let's move on.
I think I could do that.
Oh, definitely, dude. I'd be down. Fuck, I'll even wear a tutu and go through that motherfucker. I'll be just fucking skipping along. Like,
yeah, makeup in a pink tutu for you. And no ass in the tutu as well.
Okay, I think Hoof Beast has just created a new outfit. Assless tutu.
It is Halloween time.
That's true. I mean, we saw that bimbo wearing the, Yes Daddy hat. Why not? We'll just throw that right the fuck in with it. Oh, too fucking funny, man.
That's a good one. Like, I want to fucking go do that one.
Seriously, I mean, if they're for real, if they are ponying up that dough, I mean, I'm so in. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay, I need to go downwards because my computer is being a bitch-a-rooney. Oh, I thought this was hilarious, to be perfectly fucking honest. Let me see here. Before we get to that, we got a couple comments. Liz says, watch Evil Dead Rise and you'll see what I mean. I've seen it. I know what you're talking about. So if you get trapped in some fucking, desolate apartment, because that apartment building was an abomination, and you look out that little peephole and there's this fucking, Evil Dead possessed chick just walking down the hall, suddenly stops, turns around. You get that little evil eye with the big shit-eating grin. Yeah, that's some scary shit. Sure. But I'd be like, would you like a breath mint? Oh, damn it. Babylon Sun says, assless tutu so we can watch the goober snatch flop. So we have a skank in a Yes Daddy mask, and now we've come to the assless tutu.
Assless pink tutu.
Assless pink tutu. Got it. Could you imagine?
I think also it's really low cut below the breastises also.
Well, sure, because who doesn't want to see Reaper's ninnies just hanging out in the wind? Who knows? You might like them better than than fucking seeing Danzig. That's for sure. Oh, fucking hell. So yeah, this one was really funny. So, metalcore bands, at least I think so. Or is it this? It's either a metalcore band or a deathcore band, or they got together and had an illegitimate child. So there is a band by the name of Motionless in White. Are you familiar with them? Okay.
Yeah.
So they happen to be a mainstream favorite for a lot of people, and that's fine. Not my cup of tea. I think they're pretentious. That's just me. Not extreme enough. But anyway, so we come upon this in the feed, and I fucking died laughing. Some of you might go throw up. I don't know. So the name of the band is Motionless in White. Look at their faces and how much white makeup they cake on their face. So they are officially releasing a cosmetics line. So I'm sure for like $1 bajillion, you can have makeup that you see these, I don't even know what the fuck you call them. These young people in their best goth makeup, I guess. Now, but my question is, well, seeing as we can get that done for much less money, why would we buy their cosmetics line?
Mm-hmm. They don't look fucking scary or anything. Their creativity is a D- for this shit. And what are they trying to target 12 to 14-year-old boys and girls with this? I mean, cheesy.
I mean, if so, why would you want to do that? Those are the fucking assholes that make fun of kids that age, 12 to 14, that put on fucking black metal paint, corpse paint. But suddenly their look is cooler. I mean, the one guy looked like a reject fucking Boy George. I'm sorry. Yes, I said it. I'm sorry if I trifled with your feelings. Oh, shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, hold on.
They just look cheesy. They look like they're trying to be really creative, and they just suck.
Tell me what the 80s didn't already accomplish with all different kind of makeup looks. Like all the new wave guys, they all had these, great, face paints and whatnot. Babylon Sun finally lets the cat out of the bag. Sorry, boys, too many gummies tonight.
Yes. Oh man, I had one hellacious gummy on Monday. Oh my gosh, I was high as a kite for like 24 hours. My gosh.
So, from a female perspective, Liz says, pretentious indeed. I call that sort of thing girlfriend metal. Bingo. Meaning this is the sort of shit guys will take their girlfriend to who claims to like metal but doesn't really like metal.
And if the guy really likes metal, why would he waste any money on Motionless in White?
Well, now Kyler says he likes Motionless in White. Oh. And that's fine. We still love you, Kyler. We do. And you are perfectly allowed to listen to what you want to. But at the end of the day, that band, just looking at them, not even hearing their music, doesn't make me want to run out and paint my face up like dead whores. Mm-hmm. They're not even like satanic ones. So no.
It's not dark. Like what they're doing is not dark at all.
Well, you know who I would have thought would have came out with a makeup line? Fucking Cradle of Filth.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
they were really like the most mainstreamy symphonic melodic black metal band that there was, and they're still super ass popular. And every last one of them wears a new makeup style, like every single tour, every album. Danny Filth's fucking makeup changes. How's come there's not a Cradle of Filth line? No, they gave them a Hot Topic line, which is such bullshit.
if metal musicians want to stir up the satanic panic, you do darkness, especially, and Marilyn Manson wasn't very dark after that first album the first album that really with the beautiful people on it. That
Right.
fucking album, the whole C design was fucking dark.
Oh,
His
it was a
outfit,
piece of just dark
everything
goodness.
was really dark. And then he just went off on all these other tangents, and I'm just yawning. But man, what was that, about 95, 96 when he came out with that? Man, it was so dark.
Yeah, and I mean, what a time to put that out.
Yeah.
All we
Right
had
when
at the time was
grunge.
Rob Zombie, and Rob Zombie was just fun.
Yeah.
I love this. And Liz says that sleep token bullshit falls into that category too.
Hell
Yes.
yes.
Especially because we done figured those fuckers out. All they are a bunch of fucking R&B rejects that decided to throw some electronics and metal together, and suddenly you get that.
I mean,
They're
the
all love
level
songs. There's nothing more
the
pussy than that.
you got
Right?
that right.
Shit.
And just the fact that they have all of this elaborate costume, the dark lighting on the stage and all that.
Oh man.
And it's to play fucking pop songs, love
Dude.
songs. Oh my gosh.
They might as well have just called themselves Sleep Poison.
Yeah. And everybody out there in Black Flame Land watching this, you could go back and watch Tracks of the Dam. Just do Reapers Underground, search Tracks of the Dam and Sleep Token. We have already spent over an hour on those shit tards.
Oh, that was fun. We got pretty mad about it. I literally tried to find everything I could do to say one positive thing. And the whole time I'm like, this is just a marketing bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress on that. So last on the least for tonight is this little thing, which I actually found to be rather presumptuous. And it comes from a very unlikely person. And since we're on metal, this kind of, just a very good segue. Dave Lombardo says that Slayer is the best band in the Big Four. We really showed everyone else how it should be done.
I would say Megadeth's last two albums were better than Slayer's last two albums.
Agreed. Not to mention that there were some other thrash bands that far superseded Slayer in a number of ways. Exodus much?
Mm-hmm.
How about Dark Angel? Mm-hmm. And that's just naming a couple. Who would you say?
Probably Possessed. Possessed was pretty big and came out right about the same time. Heavier. But I love me some fucking Slayer, though.
I love me some Slayer, too.
Rain and Blood, South of Heaven, Seasons in the Abyss. I love those albums. Love.
I'm not taking anything away from Slayer at all. I love Slayer. But there were some other bands, though, that I felt took it even higher, darker, and faster in some cases. I mean, shit, when, we just talked to Gene motherfucking Hoglan last week. Mm-hmm. His drumming, was so much more elevated, on those first two Dark Angel records. Some people would probably even say Death Angel as well. And then, of course, oh, God damn it, Deicide came out.
Mm-hmm.
Not much after that. So for one, I know this is kind of like the biggest, argument that will probably never get solved. But I don't believe that everyone in the Big Four should have been in the Big Four.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry.
And I already know who you're going to say didn't belong in there.
Of course, 2 of them. Most specifically. Fuck Anthrax.
Yeah.
What?
Jan.
They just happened to be around. Literally what they did was they took the most mainstreamy thrash bands. Because, when Anthrax did that Public Enemy thing and all that other stuff, it suddenly became cool to be a fan of Anthrax. I mean, when Anthrax started, pretty decent, pretty good stuff. But man, as things went on, just fucking watered down. So you can throw them out the window and take Metallica and shove them into a fucking oven. Please. They ain't been thrashed since 1984. To be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm being a little facetious there, but man, before the Black Album hit, even before, I'm me, I'm always like on the fence about Injustice for All, but honestly, before Injustice for All, that was the last time they were ever thrashed, so they should have never been on there.
And Justice for All is definitely thrash. Like I love that album. I just don't like, because I think Cliff had his hand. This is shit they had been writing before, and they were able to kind of
damn well.
They were able to sew other parts together and finish an album. But the fact that there's no bass on there is stupid.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, I challenge everybody out there in Black Flame Land. Who do you think should have took those spots? There were so many good thrash bands. It's almost kind of
overkill. Overkill is who I would have put in there.
Hell yeah.
I love Overkill.
Absolutely. Dante Lira says Scream Bloody Gore was heavy.
Yeah, that was heavy. That was 95.
So literally, you could put so many different bands, but for Dave Lombardo to say that Slayer ruled them all, I just thought that was just kind of, this is the same guy that defended Lars Ulrich's drumming.
Yeah, that's not good. And Dave Lombardo is and Dave Lombardo is probably my probably in my top 5 best drummers of all time. I love what he did on South of Heaven and in Seasons in the Abyss. Absolutely love it. Gene Hoglan is ahead of him, though. I'll take Gene Hoglan over him. If I could have any drummer, sorry, but it would be fucking Gene Hoglan. What he did on that Symbolic album. And I know, like in the interview, he kept saying how like he overdid it with that. I thought it was absolutely perfect. I thought he withheld. I could tell he withheld. I thought he was perfect with everything on that album. Like that's an album.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't listened to Death's album Symbolic, go back and listen to it. But listen to it with headphones. Give it all of your attention. That album is my album for the rest of this month that I'm listening to. And it's mostly because of the chemistry between Gene Hoglan and Chuck Schuldiner and Steve DiGiorgio. Steve DiGiorgio's bass lines. And it was really nice to hear Gene Hoglan. If you guys haven't gone back and seen, you can go on YouTube and you can watch Reaper's interview with Gene Hoglan. It's outstanding. To hear Gene Hoglan talk about his best buddy, Steve DiGiorgio, the bassist, and how they worked well together. And then go listen to that Symbolic album.
You'll see exactly what he
gosh.
was talking about.
My gosh. What
And
a
it's
fun
like,
interview too.
Oh, dude, such a just a laid back guy who, stumbled into my underground.
Yeah.
Not to mention what I actually Hoofbeast knows. I don't exactly want to drop the proverbial bomb yet, but next July 2024 is going to absolutely just leave you in utter shock. Because I have a guest that I never thought would. I say this every time because I'm a very humble individual. I don't think I'm the best, but damn it, I try to be a voice for the underground, and man, you'll see. Kind of looks a little like me.
They will. Oh man, I can't wait for that one,
dude. Like I said, if I can pull you in on it, I got to have you in there because I might pass out within the first 5 minutes.
What a dream. Just the questions about how he thinks. I have to be careful. I want to hear. To me, this is the interview that would allow him to just be himself, probably more than I haven't seen all of his interviews.
Any other interview ever, yes.
Yeah, probably. He gets to be himself. It's such a safe place.
Most def. Guys, you have been a 1,000. Oh, shit. Kyler obviously says, don't keep me in suspense.
Poor Kyler.
I'm telling you right now, he looks a lot like I do at the moment, but has a much, much higher voice than I do.
You gave it away.
I did not. No, I didn't.
Totally.
They don't know.
If Kyler doesn't know,
talking about
Kyler will be texting me right after this.
Oh, shit. Thank you out there in Black Flame Land. Thank you. It was definitely a dream come true to speak with Gene. Gene, he far superseded my expectations. And the fact that he was like, I was like, dude, I know you told me that you had to be done by such time because you're about to catch a fucking plane. Because he's one of the busiest extreme metal drummers in the land right now.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, well, shit, I just got a text message that said I don't have to go for like another 45 minutes. Let's keep it rolling. I was like, really?
So cool. That's great.
I absolutely love this. Everyone out there in Black Flame Land is trying to figure out who my mystery guest is going to be in 2024. Shall I go down? Here, hold on. Kyler says, no way. Liz goes, Kyler says, oh, I know who. Dante Lira, awesome guess. Singer from Gorgoroth.
Oh, that would be so
Liz now
cool.
says, I know who it is too. And then Babylon Sun says, hard work pays off, guys. And yes, that is absolutely fucking true. Which is why, we said before, we kind of shredded this last one just in our old school fashion. The fact is, stay humble, god damn it. Not one single band made the thrash era. It was the sum of its parts. Do I think there was only 4? No. I don't think there should have ever been a big 4. It should have been a big 6. And for some of our woozy people out there in Black Flame Land, maybe it could have been a 6-9. But yes, most def. Hard work does pay off. And, will we ever see an era like that again in metal? I don't know. Shit, honestly, I'm still excited for the future. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's all kinds of good bands. You should listen to the new Blut aus Nord album.
Mm-hmm.
It's I listened to the first four songs. I haven't heard any vocals yet, but it's like a really insane motion picture soundtrack. It's really creative too.
I definitely can't agree with that because I just got hip to them as well. So that's definitely what I got.
That's something you could play. You could play that at your store, Reaper, because there's no vocals with it.
I could.
You can play what the hell you want anyways, but this would be dark, especially for Halloween coming up. Oh, yeah. I'm going to play it for Halloween in my store.
Oh, man. My Halloween playlist for the weekend, since I get to be myself pretty much all weekend, it's pretty killer. Obviously I have the kid mix for when like all the families and stuff come through. Mm-hmm. A lot of like really good Nordic, pagan folk type stuff and a mixture of a little bit of everything. But man, I got some dark shit. It's like I get that 1 hour where there's no customers coming through. I just blast it. I'm sure the neighbors upstairs are not very appreciative of it, but I don't give a fuck. Didn't they know they had the devil peddling the devil's wares below them? Man, you guys have been absolutely 1,000% amazing tonight. It was a great list. And, I'll keep finding fucked up things to talk about. And suddenly we create the New Year's fashion of assless pink tutus. Complete with crop tops. So, my ninnies are hanging with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta have that. Accessorizing is so important. Oh, man. Definitely, this is the time where you can eat your favorite candy. God damn it, you better be watching all your favorite horror films. Not just now, but, all year as well. And don't forget, we still have an action-packed Monday and Tuesday coming next weekend. Oh, my God. I've been talking too long. Next week. Monday night, join us for our Halloween edition of Tracks of the Damned. And then Tuesday, you get to go to Acrostar Films YouTube channel and watch yours truly devour the main cast of Attack of the Corn Zombies. That's right. For one whole fucking day, you get to go watch my first movie. And then you have to tell me if I suck or you didn't like it or, all that fun stuff.
I'm sure we'll be able to find you in there.
All I can say is the last 20 minutes of the film is fantastico. I don't want to give too much away, But definitely go to Acrostar Films to catch Attack of the Corn Zombies before they release it. This is a chance for all y'all to say, I've got to have it. And guess what? I'm going to have copies. And then join me for Reaper's Underground Halloween extravaganza with the mighty Detroit satanic licious doom metal band Temple of the Fuzz Witch. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great Monday, Tuesday. So definitely, tune in for sure. Thank you guys for letting us kick off your Halloween weekend in all the right ways. And as you are laying it down, and unfortunately have this picture in your heads of Reaper dancing around in pink Assless tutu. I can't even say it with a straight fucking
Yeah.
face.
That visual
It's
works
just-
so well.
Oh man, I bet you I'll rock that shit.
Fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome.
God damn it, stay heavy.